Ideal for mini home cinema setups, projectors have dropped in price over the years, and if you're in the market for a budget level unit, then the Wimius T2 could be exactly what you need. If you're looking to project a larger image from your games console or want to watch the odd film on a big screen but are on a tight budget, this could be right up your street. With a lamp lifespan of up to 30,000 hours, meaning fewer expensive bulb changes, and 1,200 lumens of brightness, the specs seem rather reasonable, especially at its sub $100 price point. Of course, at that price it's not going to be full HD. Although it'll support a 1080p HD signal, its native resolution is still 800 by 480, which for most users not fussed about the sharpest of detail will be plenty enough. The package itself is also rather generous. Alongside the projector itself, we find a user manual, a power cable, a mini tripod to hold the projector, a remote control, although you'll have to supply your own AAA batteries though, a 3-in-1 AV cable, and a standard HDMI cable. A rather generous package. Plastic in construction and carrying a glossy, cool silver finish, the unit itself is rather small and easily portable. Alongside the IR sensor and some branding is the main lens, producing 1,200 lumens of output and capable of throwing out a 130-inch image, although with its 800 by 480 output, an 80-inch image would be more suited. On the top, alongside a manual focus ring, are the main controls on the device, directional controls and power buttons, alongside a small status LED. The power input sits on one side of the device with the main VGA and USB inputs, the latter of which is useful for playing video files directly from a USB drive, making this unit even more portable. Sticking with portability, an SD card slot on the rear serves the same purpose, along with various other inputs, the HDMI and headphone jacks probably being the most likely used. A single filter sits in the bottom corner alongside 4 rubber feet, although those looking to raise the unit can attach the included tripod mount directly to the built-in 1/4-inch thread on the bottom of the unit. It's not the most stable, but still works pretty well. When it comes to performance, as stated, don't expect full HD image at this price point, although saying that, the image quality is rather impressive once the manual focus ring is used to sharpen it as best as possible. The brightness is reasonable during daylight, although it's best used in darker environments, so you'll want to use this later in the evening or with your curtains drawn. Whether playing content from one of the various inputs or directly from an attached memory card or USB device, performance is rather good, with the standard JPEG, PNG and bitmap image files being supported, as well as MP4 and MTV video files. While an internal speaker can be used to play most standard audio files, you probably want an external audio system that's a little louder, although note that Dolby Digital audio is not supported through the projector, so you'll be looking at a pretty low quality audio output unless a completely separate audio system is used. Being a budget level unit, there are some points to take note of. For the best performance, you'll want the projector around 2 meters away from the wall or screen you're projecting onto. In addition, after 3 or 4 hours of constant use, it's best to power down the projector and let it cool down for a while in order to avoid overheating. I personally had no such issues by following these guidelines, and for the $100 outlay, it's rather impressive. If you're on a tight budget, the Wimius T2 LED projector is a rather good choice. With the most popular VGA and HDMI inputs, as well as direct playback from a memory card or a USB device for true portability, it's rather flexible too. Performance was good, especially for the price you pay, and it's a good all-round entry-level unit that's easy to recommend.